Dan Campbell took this Lions job with a vision. That vision has ignited the Lions fan base in a way not seen perhaps ever.
This is a sleeping giant. This is a sports town, and we feel the love. Remember who you are!
We're NFC North champions, everybody.
Vision, winners, back-to-back seasons.
Your team ain't ours, the pride is worldwide now. Riding to your town, win, then ride out. The crew here to break it down for y'all, to demonstrate how we ain't playing around with y'all. The humble host with punchlines to give you a black eye. We brought a GM and OC, even a stat guy. Other teams drink the Kool-Aid, roll over and quit. I drank Campbell's soup and woke up all grit.
How we doing, people? It's nice to be back. We're here on a Thursday. I know you're waiting for your humble host, but today you've got your offensive coordinator, Adrian, here driving today. And we don't have a special guest. We have an in-house intern. You know him as the water boy. Ivan, how we doing, man?
What's up, everybody? Doing pretty good. Pretty all right. I am
a
little bit.
How was the trip back?
Oh, it was good.
Trip?
Yes, it was good. It was really fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you guys didn't hear the last episode, we sent our intern, Ivan, over to the Kansas City Lions Sunday night football game. Didn't get the outcome we wanted.
No.
Wish we were here talking about a victory Monday or a victory Thursday. But it was a tough game. We can get right into it. There's plenty to talk about, plenty controversial things we could get into. The biggest thing, let's just start there, Ivan. Like the referees, it's been the talk at work all week. It's been the talk on social media. I feel like every time I look at it, there's a new video with a new call that they missed or something that they did wrong. But you were there in the stadium in person.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, Ivan, what did you see with officiating?
So first off, I'll just say Arrowhead Stadium is a really, really dope experience. So definitely recommend if the Lions ever play there again, highly recommend visiting. Definitely one of my favorite football experiences. I've been to Ford Field many times. I've been to MSU, the Big House.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was just a different atmosphere. But going to the game, I feel like with that takeaway that they with the touchdown that Jared Goff did, it really changed the momentum of the whole game. That's how I really felt. But this refs really screwed us over. I'm really focused right there in the video.
Yeah, so for YouTube watchers, we're just going to show some clips, some highlights out of Ivan's trip at the stadium. Man, Arrowhead, huge.
No, if it's 75,000, if I'm not wrong, close to 75,000 people.
Yeah.
So compared to Ford Field, that fits like 67, 68,000.
Yeah.
So this has a little bit more. But yeah, atmosphere is crazy. Their chants are really cool.
Was there enough Lions fans or?
Yes. The right where the away team is, where the Lions were sitting, there was more fans there present. And actually right there, if you go back, we'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
No.
We'll talk about it.
It's a small clip of the branch fight that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So kind of starting off with the first game. So the experience of being in person compared to seeing everything on broadcast, like you see everything closer, the B cams right there where the players are, where compared to being in a stadium, you do see everything. So you could get distracted what's happening. But so with that whole sequence, it was going pretty well until, when the referees took away. So when the touchdown happened to when they reversed the call, that was like
the first touchdown to Jared Goff.
Yes, the first touchdown to Jared Goff. That took about 4 minutes until they reversed it there in person.
Oh,
So
goodness.
that was frustrating.
Was the special teams was already on the field, right?
They were about to go off. They were like lined up.
They kicked the field goal.
Yeah, then the refs kind of just made them stop. Stop both sides of the ball. Then they explained what happened. They had to do it again. And when that happened, that I felt something was off. Then Yeah, the whole crowd was going crazy. Like they were like, "Oh, they're happy that it wasn't a touchdown." But because of that, I knew we're probably gonna get a field goal. I don't think we're gonna make another touchdown.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the feeling.
Just kind of
Yeah, I know.
the wind got sucked out of our air sails there. So for those that maybe haven't looked into it, the touchdown play, well, I guess it wasn't called a touchdown, but the throw from David Montgomery, the trick play to Jared Goff, it was first called a touchdown. So from my understanding, Ivan, this is a non-reviewable play. Once they like called it a touchdown, you got special teams on there. The officials should have thrown a flag if they thought it was a flag. Yeah. But what's weird here, and now there's some articles, some people investigating, not the NFL investigating, but some just, reporters, like, why did New York call the officials to take away the touchdown? Like, I don't think that's happened before, where the NFL is intersecting. And I mean, I don't gamble, but I know a lot of people like had their separate, like, this affects their money payout of like who they had as first touchdown and whatnot.
Yeah.
But they stepped in for something that the refs missed. The crew on the field missed the call completely. They would have kept going with the game. Lions touchdown, let's move on. Chiefs possession. But the officials in New York called in. They basically stopped the game and had them reverse the call. Like, I don't know what that's about. If they're going to do that, that's going to open a Pandora's box to like, okay, if you do it to the Lions, you got to do it everywhere else.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have to intersect and be that, I don't know, second pair of eyes all the time for every ticky-tacky call now.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that felt ridiculous that they stepped in that way.
And I remember
I'd be fine with it if they did it, but you got to do it for everyone. Like, officiating's got to be like that for every touchdown. Then you got to review it from New York.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be doing that and choosing who you do that to.
Yeah, I think I texted you that the game. If this was a 1 p.m. game, that wouldn't have happened.
True. Yeah,
that wouldn't have happened. Or even a 4 p.m. game.
Yeah. You're right. It's highly probable. Like, this is Sunday Night Football, the only game on. All eyes are on it. And so the NFL like put more eyes on it. And I don't know, dude. I don't want to talk more about conspiracies, but it's so many things are just on the case that the Chiefs get favored so much. Like, I was talking to a Broncos fan this week, and he was like empathizing with us. He's like, dude, I play in the division with them. We played twice a year. And yes, for a decade, the Chiefs have been getting help from the referees. It's no meme. It's no joke. It's for real. And in this game, they got 0 penalties called against them. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. I wanted to bring
up my end. Go ahead, Ivan. Go ahead. I was
even another play. I forgot. I think it was in the second quarter, I believe, where Travis Kelce was lined up on the wide side, and he was going against Rocky Asen, so number 23. And I believe Patrick overthrew it to him. So kind of going back to see the highlights, it was almost he overthrew the ball. But I was watching that play the whole time, and there was no form of contact at all. There was just a little bit at the beginning, but not to mess you up with anything. But seeing that whole thing go down, I was definitely one of the first people to see the flag go out, and I got so mad. Because there was this, it was really bogus. And these calls were,
just watching that. Was it that a fourth down that they went on, or was it a long third down?
Third or fourth. It was a long third down or fourth down.
Okay. But I just had a feeling like they're going to somehow convert this. It was just, that's how it felt the whole game.
I know.
It was just everything we tried on defense, even if it was a great play, there was some kind of call. There was something that would help them out. But honestly, after talking about all this about officiating, we did not play great as a team, both defense and offense. This was not our best game. We've seen better. And regardless of the officiating, I think the Chiefs played just that tiny bit better. I think the score would have reflected maybe like a field goal difference.
Yeah.
Not what the actual score was. That was more of like the different calls and refereeing. But I do think the Chiefs played a little better. We just We didn't come in hungry. The Chiefs were basically desperate at this point. They needed to win, so they threw everything they had, and we were a little overconfident going into this game. But let's talk positive, Ivan. What were the maybe any highlights, any shining moments, or any shining plays or players that you thought from the game as you were there? You're muted.
Do you hear
There
me?
you go. Yep.
Okay, cool. I was going to say Sam Laporta, still seeing him really stretching the field if it was horizontally.
Yeah,
So that was
he had a great game.
Yeah, he had a good game. So I really I can notice that with him. What's another positive? Still Jared Goff. He did everything he could with whatever was handed to him. I feel like he was it was crazy because at the beginning of the game, I didn't tell you this, but yeah, there was a lady behind me. It was the first drive. She was complaining like, how is Jared Goff a top 10 quarterback? He's terrible. Then no, for real. And she was kind of rage baiting me, so I didn't want to say anything. Then what would have been amazing if they actually completed that touchdown where Jared Goff caught it. That would have.
Yeah.
When that did happen, she stopped
because
talking.
that was in your end zone, right? That was the side that you guys were on?
That was on the other side.
Oh,
but
was it?
I can still see it perfectly. But by third or fourth quarter, she was like, "Oh, he's actually pretty good," and I was like, "Yeah, he is completely."
Yeah, he definitely doesn't get enough respect from other fan bases. But you did get a video here, the Sam Laporta touchdown, which, dude, that was like maybe a candidate for catch of the year. This guy's got some insane hands. So if you're on YouTube, we've got Ivan's clip of the Sam Laporta catch from your angle. Looks like you had somebody in front of you, but
yeah,
what
so that
a
was
catch, man.
Yeah, that was another positive. Another one I would say on defense. I forgot his name. Harper, is that his? Who came in for Kirby? I think that was in the second half.
Yeah, he had some pass breakups.
Yeah, he had pass breakups. So that was good to see. Shows me confidence, like going forward. If like he continues to play that level, that'd be perfect for us. If they need to keep Kirby or like Branch for another game to sit out, for them to recover. But yeah, I'm trying to think of anybody else. That's what I saw, because there was a lot going on in this just in the stadium. So from what I can remember.
Yeah. How did you feel about the offensive play calls?
Oh, some were good. They should have kept. Actually, now that I think about it, okay, they should have kept using JMO in a way. Like with that, he had like 2 or 3 catches, but one of them was a touchdown as well. I could say they were locking down Amon-Ra pretty well, from what I've seen. But play calls, I don't know. There were some plays they didn't execute. So I remember that 4th down where Amon-Ra didn't catch it. Did he drop it? I heard it. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many things that we usually don't do. A fourth down, Amon-Ra drop. Like Goff threw it right in his hands, and he always catches those. Yeah, like that's the same. I feel like that was the same route that he and Goff drew to win that Los Angeles Rams game, that first playoff. That was like the same exact one for a 4th down on Sunday night, and he drops it. And he knew. I mean, we saw Amon-Ra on the TV. Like they zoomed into his face. He was just so disappointed because it's not like him. But yeah, I felt like the offensive play calling on Sunday, Johnny Moe, he's done a great job so far this season. And there were some great play calls. Like I love the play call, the trick play with David Montgomery. It just wasn't executed perfectly, right? Like I think either David or Graham Glasgow, they hiked the ball just 2 seconds too early before Jared Goff could get set, or Jared Goff just didn't get set like he was supposed to, like the rule book says. Either way, I thought it was a great play call, but then there was other drives where like we were just doing these like little short throws, and the Chiefs were like right there, and it was like 3 and out. It was there was some good and bad. It just wasn't Johnny Moe's best game either as a play caller on the offense. I don't know what to say about Kelvin Shepard, because I vaguely, like, I didn't really pay too much attention at defensive play calling. Obviously, they scored 30 points, so it's not ideal. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw anything different.
No. What they noticed too, they were on the defensive side, but yeah, the Chiefs were killing us on the cross routes. They were getting them on those, which I knew was still a weakness for the other two games that I remember seeing.
Yeah.
With the Bengals, and I forgot the team before, the Ravens, but
Yeah.
So, stuff I see.
Man. Well, I think the last takeaway here for me personally is I don't think we have any other injuries that came out of this game, right? Like I know Kirby Joseph went down and he's already had this lingering injury that maybe got a little worse after this game. We'll see if he maybe plays next Monday night, and then he'll have a bye week to rest. But other than that, I don't think there were any other injuries, right?
No, what I've seen, it was only Kirby, and I think that's the only person I remember knowing.
We came out pretty healthy from this game.
Yeah,
just considering, there was plenty of injuries across the NFL this past week as well, with some people just out for the season. We play Tampa Bay next, and they have a slur of injuries that they're dealing with. So just all that considered, I'm happy with leaving with our top performers still healthy.
Yeah.
So.
We're leaving. I like that we have the buys by like week 8 or 9.
Yeah,
like halfway through the season. That's a perfect stop to take a break.
We say it every year, man. It's like, man, this bye week could not come at the perfect time. we need this bye week really bad right now to get some rest.
But no, it's coming at a perfect time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you know who doesn't rest? Dan Diamond Equipment. Let's hear from Dan Diamond Equipment, our sponsor.
Today's episode is sponsored by Dan Diamond Equipment, a used fork truck dealing company located in Hastings, Michigan. They sell and rent fork trucks and die handlers. With over 30 years of experience, don't hesitate to call Dan Diamond Equipment for all of your fork truck needs. Reach out to Dan at 269-948-3377. Again, the number for Dan Diamond Equipment, 269-948-3377.
All right. Thanks, Dan Diamond. All right. So anything else to finish up this Chiefs game? I think a lot of us want to put it to rest, but any Brian Branch commentary?
Oh, that was pretty fun. Actually, I have one of the clips. I have it.
Oh, yeah,
where,
right.
Yeah. So one of the clips we recorded, I didn't know at the moment, but we recorded kind of like the brawl. I didn't know about the fight until after I left the stadium, until I saw like SportsCenter, ESPN report it, or Bleacher Report, all of these channels. But that's that one. As you can tell, like everyone's trying to like separate, as you can tell. So if you're on YouTube, this is kind of like the aftermath of what's happening. They're going at it right there.
I mean, I guess you didn't find out till later, but like, I was wondering how the fans were reacting to this.
Nobody.
First thing that came to mind was Malice at the Palace. I'm like, no. But fortunately, it didn't escalate.
But I'd say,
go ahead, Ivan.
No, go ahead. You go first.
I was just gonna say, like, I know Brian Branch should have done that. Like, obviously, that's out of character for him. No one should be doing that after the game. The play's over, and in this case, some people brought up good points. Like, you've got media members, you got other people that aren't in pads that could get hurt, and coaches and all that. But honestly, where I see it is this is the league's fault, because if you don't have fair rules, if you don't have a good system, players like Brian Branch, who play on the edge, who are fired up, are gonna feel like, hey, this isn't fair. They're not gonna provide me with fairness, so I have to take it into my own hands. And this happens more frequently than we think, but this got national media attention because it was Sunday Night Football. But this happens more often, where it's just like, if you don't have good officiating, the players take matters into their own hands, and then you have a huge drama fest like happened here. I think the league could improve and how they're calling some of these things. again, it goes back to it's just ridiculous how the league can call in and reverse a play for a touchdown, but they can't call in when there's other obvious plays that are wrong on the field.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just like it needs to be completely even and fair across the board, in order to help reduce things like this happening.
Should we have AI refs now? We don't know. We can.
I honestly, maybe they'd be a little better than some of these guys that are.
Be a flag every play though, potentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say kind of review after that. It was good. I enjoyed the game, although they lost. It does suck with them not winning. Just disappointing with refs in the league. They'll need to do better. If not, like I don't know, FBI has better investigate or something. I don't know. If we had to lose between this game or the next one, I would have said this one more because it's an AFC team. So
I agree.
If we had now Tampa Bay is more important because they're basically one of the best teams in the league, but also one of the best in the NFC conference.
Yeah.
And I believe with this game also matters with seeding and strength of playoff scheduling.
Yeah. It has a little more playoff implication than it would with
so,
the Chiefs, for sure.
Yeah, scrap away, burn the film from this game.
Burn the tape.
Yes.
Let's move on. That's all right. But you know what? I do want to comment this before we start talking about Tampa Bay is there's no place for panic right now. Like we're cool as a cucumber right now. At least you should be as a Lions fan. Like we know what this team is. Granted, I felt a little panicked, a little worried after game one. To be completely honest, I think we all were because it's the first game. That's all you have to base it off of. And it was just like, what is going on? But we are in week 6 now, week 7?
Yeah.
Going into Tampa Bay, week 7.
Yes.
So we know what this team is for the most part already. For the first half of this season, we can feel confident in the offensive line. We can feel confident that Kelvin Shepherd and the defense are going to have a bounce back game. Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown are fine. They just had a not the best game really together in their careers connecting. So no place for panic. We can't win them all. And the Chiefs came in just desperate and they needed to win and they took it because they wanted it more. So now, after saying that, I will say one more thing now going into Tampa Bay is if we lose to Tampa Bay, I'm also not panicking because right now we're struggling with injuries and Tampa Bay is top 2, 3, maybe the top team. Like it's up for interpretation, but they are at least top 5 team right now in the entire NFL. And they're coming in with momentum and they're really hot right now. I'm so glad this is a Monday Night Football game. On the schedule, I would not imagine that this would be such a great game. And it is going to be a clash of 2 Titans on Monday Night Football. So we better have our popcorn ready because Monday night, we're going to have those commentators once again all pick the other team. They're going to pick all Tampa Bay, and then we're going to come in the next day, Tuesday, and it's going to be a Lions win.
I don't know. I think Troy Aikman might like Jared Goff more. We'll see.
Yeah. It'll be a 50-50 split, but going into this game, like if we even start with score predictions, it's a tough one.
Yeah,
it's a tough one.
I feel like everyone's going to pick the Bucks. Everyone's going to pick the Bucks. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I haven't even checked to see who's favored. Let me check that real quick just to see Vegas odds. We are home, so we get the 3-point home advantage. But let me check real quick. So Detroit is favored 5.5. So a little over those 3 by 5.5
points. I could see that.
Yeah, 5.5. They're favored. I think that really has to do with Tampa Bay's wide receivers. Almost all of them are injured, right?
Yeah, that's true.
They might get Godwin.
Maybe Mike Evans. Maybe.
Yeah, he's a maybe. He's highly questionable for Monday, but he might not play. And then Ibuka, their little all-star rookie there. I shouldn't say little because the dude's probably going to be offensive rookie of the year. He's also injured, right?
Yeah.
Which great timing because we have no secondary. Every single one of them. Every single one of them is
Down.
hitting this one out, guys. This is not good. You know what? If we show up at Ford Field, maybe we can come in at starting safeties, Ivan. Because
We could.
Branch has got a suspension. He's got to serve his
Sign
time.
up.
He's got some consequences. No game check there.
But
And
talk
then
about these signings that we just got.
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
And then Kirby Joseph's dealing with that knee injury. Dude, just sit him out. Don't play him. Like when he got injured on Sunday,
Yeah.
and he left, I'm like, I don't even care if he has a bruise and that's all it is. Like just sit him out, man. We need him the whole season. We don't need him for the rest of this BS game that the refs were calling. Yeah. So this next game, I say sit him because it looked like he was struggling with his knee.
Yeah. So he was out. So when I was at the game, but he eventually was out running. He was running on the sideline. I could see.
Yeah.
But he was able to still walk, and the trainers and doctors there were there by his side, kind of just talking him out. But he eventually went out to the field and play again. But first, you could tell from a distance he was in pain.
Yeah,
which was not a good thing.
Yeah. We'll see if he plays Monday. But now let's get into what you were going to say, Ivan, because there's a bunch of signings, so that kind of tells me they're maybe planning ahead that Kirby won't play.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. So I know recently signed. So I'll go through a list who's healthy and left on the roster with these depth options. So we still have Amik Robertson, Rocky Asin, Nick Whitehead, Eric Hallett, Thomas Harper, and recently they signed J.B. Robinson onto the squad.
Yeah.
Then practice squad additions was Trey Flowers. I think he was activated for last week's game, right? I think that's what I heard.
I think he was playing on special teams.
Okay, yeah. Then we recently signed a veteran, Kendall Fuller. He used to play for the Commanders, if I'm not wrong.
Yep, okay, he was on the Commanders. Then he was on Miami. I think he won a Super Bowl at one point.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay, nice. So I think
which team. Yeah. He's a good experienced guy. Like he's gonna know any scheme at this point.
Yeah.
It's just his, he's older, so his speed, his athleticism is down, but mentally he's gonna know what's happening.
Yeah. And I feel like he should play this Monday night. He should start. I think he'll start. Then Arthur Mollett. Yeah, we'll see.
But Mollett, he played on Sunday, didn't he?
I don't know. It's hard to pay attention when I was there. So I don't know if he was there.
Yeah. I think he played on Sunday a couple snaps and he didn't look so great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's our secondary. I would love to find out here in a bit, maybe if we can find the Tampa Bay wide receivers who they have left.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless of what wide receivers play, this guy, Baker Mayfield, they used to say this about Baker.
Loser.
Was in a couple different teams. He came back roaring, and now he's like,
inevitable.
That's funny.
The dude's on fire, man.
No.
He might be MVP this year. Who knows?
He could. No, but with his resurgence, kind of reminds me of Jared when he came.
Yeah, he's had a resurgence in Tampa Bay for sure.
Yeah, he's had a resurgence of his career. Good for him. Yeah.
Yeah. I always liked his grittiness. Like even Dan Campbell this week in an interview, he commented on about it. Like, what do you think of Baker Mayfield? He used the word gritty.
Mm-hmm.
That is an identifying word of a Detroit Lions football player. I think if we weren't able to acquire Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield would have been in the Honolulu blue and white and silver. If that trade didn't happen because Baker was bouncing around as a free agent,
mm-hmm.
I think he would have been identified as a guy to bring into the house at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So I like his style of play. I like him. I don't have any problems with him. I know some people have problems with him, but I don't.
No, I don't. He's a hard worker guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't at first when he was at Cleveland, but that's Cleveland. So
yeah.
He was a rookie, but he's grown out, and yeah, he's He's taking it serious.
All right, so Tampa Bay, here's your wide receivers that possibly are going to play. Ryan Miller, don't know who that is. Tez Johnson, not familiar. Sterling Shepard, he was on the Giants.
Yes.
And Baker and him have a connection back from college. He's their second string behind Mike Evans and then Cameron Johnson. Everyone else, or just practice squad players that might come on.
What about their tight ends? I think they have a good tight end.
Yeah, they had Cade Otton.
Yeah.
He's legit. He's legit.
They could use him a lot.
He's like a Brock Wright level.
Yeah.
I would compare him in quality. And then Bucky Irving is also doubtful to play. So they're starting running back. Yeah, starting running back. Probably out. So Bucky Irving, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Emeka Ibuka, probably all out. Probably all out. And they're starting right guard. Wow. Okay. So they have as many injuries as we do. Kalijah Cansey is on IR. Luke Godecki, their right tackle's on IR.
Remember when people wanted to draft Cansey?
Yeah.
I remember. I thought we were going to draft him.
I thought we were going to draft him too. And then that pick that would have been him was Jack Campbell.
It was Jack Campbell. Yeah.
Yep. It was Jack.
I was like, who?
Yeah, man.
No, but we got
So their defensive line, pretty healthy. Vita Vea. I don't think I need to say another name after that. The man is a defensive line on his own.
The big man.
Vita Vea is available. Yaya Diaby, Logan Hall, Elijah Roberts, Lavonte David, Hassan Reddick, Jamel Dean, Antoine Winfield. Dude, these are all names we're familiar with.
Yeah.
Their defense is going to be tough. They're all healthy. They're all going to be there.
We can scheme against them. We'll be fine. They still have Winfield, right? That safety.
Yep. Yeah. He's their strong safety. So keys to the game, offensive line, they got to bring it. They got to bring it on Sunday. We were just talking about this, Ivan. The last time the Detroit Lions lost 2 games in a row was 2022. A season that we went 9-8 was the last time as a Lions fan we went from one game to the next. Like, man, we just lost 2 in a row. Since then, it's been on the up and up. We lose a game, we bounce back right away the next game. So can we keep that momentum going? Can we keep that as a nice little stat to keep our hat on and continue? Yeah. I hope so.
For the sanity of my mental health, please win.
Yes, please, Detroit. we need this really bad. So yeah, hopefully we keep that trajectory going. It's been 3 years since
we can, because what I've seen within the last couple of years, like the players do hate losing.
Yeah,
but you can tell they have each game they've lost, they've bounced back.
Yeah, Dan Campbell, I mean, everyone on this roster, Penei Sewell, Amon-Ra, like everyone hates losing. I'm sure they've gone back into the laboratory this week, going twice as hard in the film room to prepare for this game. Did Tampa Bay just play on Monday? Did we have an extra day?
No, they played on Sunday.
They played on Sunday as well.
With San Francisco, they played at 4 p.m. if I'm not wrong.
Oh, okay, you're right. Yeah, they won.
Yeah,
they won. I was just wondering if we had an extra day of rest, but no, they also played on Sunday. So yeah. Keys to the game: offensive line has got to have a top-notch game, and then in defense, just
I don't know. Just pray, man.
Just stay integral to the running game because Rashad White, their number 2, still great. I got him on fantasy. He's gotten me great points because he's doing good. So you still got to respect him. And then I guess just send some prayers up for the secondary and some of these guys off the street.
Yeah, for real. But really how I see the game, it could be a game of like time of possession. Just like the Chiefs game would have been a time of possession game. But this one too, I believe our offense, the Lions have to stay there as long as possible and make sure they, water out the drives, make sure they get those first downs. But I feel like I'm so confident we can still win this game because of the weapons that we have.
Yeah.
and hopefully we do not get injuries on offense. Yeah, we'll be fine. So I do believe we could win within a touchdown.
Yep.
If not, it could be a shootout. We will see.
So sorry, I meant to bring this up like 20 minutes ago when you mentioned who we signed, but I do want to note this because I like talking about the front office. So you mentioned earlier, Ivan, that we signed a new defensive back safety. His name is Jamie Robinson on a 1-year deal. We signed him to the roster. We signed him off the Kansas City Chiefs practice squad. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because Brad Holmes and the Lions interviewed this guy as a pre-draft visit back in 23. In 2023, they had a pre-draft visit. He was on their board as a guy to draft. We don't end up drafting him because he gets drafted in the 5th round. We get someone else that draft. I'm not going to look back right now because that doesn't matter. But the cool thing is how Brad Holmes in the front office, they follow the career of the guys they identify as their own. I just think that's so cool. And like, no, in the past, we never knew if we did that or not. But I think that is so smart and fantastic because Brad Holmes is so good at the NFL draft. We know that for sure. That's like his top strength, NFL draft. But even after that, even if he doesn't get his guy that he wanted, like Jamie Robinson, the front office is still watching this guy from far away. He's on the Chiefs practice squad.
Their scouting team.
Arizona. Yep. He was on the Arizona Cardinals for a season. He doesn't make it there. He goes back to the Chiefs practice squad, and we're still keeping in touch with him. We see his film, what he's put out there in the preseason and in games. And then at the right moment when we need him, like right now with Brian Branch out, we finally pull the trigger and it's like, hey, let's get this guy. We've identified him as a football player, as a Detroit guy, and now we can bring him in. I just think that is so cool how we keep in touch with some of these guys. They mentioned it last year when they got that. Who was that defensive end we got from the Browns? Not Zadarius Smith. We got someone else from their practice squad last year.
I don't know.
And they had said the same thing, that they were he was on their draft board and they just had followed his career. But I mean, they really do that. And Jamie
cool.
Robinson was another.
But I forgot. I think it was in Hard Knocks or some of the like behind the scenes on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I remember them saying besides they're scouting college talent, but they also throughout the season they do scout and other NFL players. On teams or practice squads. So now that makes more sense.
With a little emphasis and spotlight on the guys they knew since college. Very cool. Awesome. Well, to me, like, we got a bright future. Like, we're still like, hey, we got another decimated defense like last year. Like, we'll just reload because this front office is serious. They have really good strategy to gather the right personnel on this team. So
and also having the
final thoughts, Ivan.
On Chiefs or just total of everything?
Just everything. Chiefs, Lions, Tampa Bay Monday.
No, it's gonna be a good game Monday night. I'm looking forward to it. We just gotta keep.
Let's hear your prediction.
Predictions, but also any what do you call them? What does Caleb say? Like, what do you call them?
Shout out to Caleb.
Yeah, I forgot.
I'll let you think. Shout out to the stat guy, to Clay. He is somewhere in Chicago right now working at a conference. And then shout out to Plex, who's traveling at the moment.
Shout out to the boys.
Shout out to the boys.
Okay, let's start out with predictions. I do want the Lions to win, so I believe it's going to be. I'm trying to think of the scores. I think it's going to be 35 to 28.
35-28 Lions?
Yeah, high score game.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. But that's a 7-point swing.
Yeah.
All right. I'm thinking like 30-27. It's a closer game. Yeah. There's going to be some takeaways for both sides, I think, this game. Yeah. We're facing one of the better defenses in the league. Yeah. They might punch the ball out or something. And then on our side, I just think with those wide receivers, they might drop the ball as well or or get us a takeaway. So I'm thinking 30-27.
All right. Now I thought about bold takes.
All right. Bold take. Think of yours. My bold take. Amon-Ra has a huge game. He gets 120 yards, 1 touchdown.
Wow.
And 10 rushing yards. Dang. They all got a hit. Like, they're going to give him the ball also from the backfield. This is going to be a highlighted Amon-Ra game. Comeback game. How about you? Bold take.
I think they're going to do some trick plays. It's Monday night, so they're going to bring more trick plays.
Very good. Very good take.
They got to show
What's
up.
Your bold
take? Penei Sewell touchdown.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I think it's time. He's never got a touchdown yet, right?
I want that bold take to hit.
Yeah. So they're going to come out swinging with some trick plays. I think at least two trick plays.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Jared Goff takes it from the shotgun. We're in the red zone. Throws a dart down the sideline, and Penei Sewell
pulls up 3-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good. Wins the game at the.
No, for real.
Penei Sewell for the win.
That'd be
right.
Beautiful.
Let's write that down.
Yeah,
I'll be watching to see if that hits.
I hope it does. But yeah, I was gonna say it's a Monday night game, so the only game they had to have at least. I think there's 2 games that day. Isn't there's another game?
I think there is a 10:30, like after us. There is a West Coast game. I'll look it up here in a second.
I have to check the times again. Yeah, check the times.
But I did want to touch before we end. We've got Aleem McNeil coming back from injury, and I will quote Dan Campbell. He said, "Aleem is freaking playing, man. He's freaking playing." So Aleem back in the middle of the defense. That should help immensely in a run game. And then I have not heard yet. This is my own speculation, but I think this is the Taylor Decker return game. What do you think? I don't know if you've heard anything about Taylor.
I haven't heard anything yet, but within the last couple of listings, he's been questionable. So it's partly good, but I think. But we need to see the practice report this week.
Okay. Practice report. I'm looking at it right now for Thursday. Back on the practice field.
It's good to know. So I think he'll play. He'll play.
He's back at practice today. Breaking news, everybody. Taylor Decker back at practice. Why is that relevant? Because the man hasn't practiced all season. He's just been resting and playing, and then he was out for a couple games. So that's a good sign. Yeah, much needed. So with Taylor Decker, we get him back. We can play Dan Skipper as the 6th guy in, or at least the right tackle for your trick play, and that's where Penei Sewell reports as eligible. All right, reports as eligible, very important. And then Jared Goff drops back, throws a dagger,
pulls up 3-pointer, bang, bang, it's good, wins the game at the.
That'd be beautiful. And I think they should. If they're wearing the black uniforms, they're going to look really clean.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
That's why we're wearing the black, bro.
Yes, sir.
Black t-shirt.
Black.
That's why we're going dark mode. Oh, bro, it's over. Now that I totally forgot. Uniforms, all black. All right. Lions 35, Tampa Bay 21. I am expecting a win with those unis, man. All right. Well, this has been a great episode here for the All Grit podcast. Make sure you follow us on social media outlets. We're on Instagram. We're here watching, and glad we were able to send the intern over to Kansas City.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you guys watch the game Monday night. See if we can film on Tuesday. If not, we'll be here next Thursday. Have a great Lions week, everybody.
See you, everybody.
Wow.